You're watching The Luna Show, and right now you're about to see an interview that I did with Nunney Karma and Tamara Prodigy. They both participated in the dance contest Dynamic Rockers, which is on their 33rd anniversary. It was held at the Alvin Ailey Dance Theater here in New York City, their school, the Alvin Ailey School, and it was hot. It was nice to see the locking, the breaking, the hoofing, the whacking, and this year they, I believe, added the voguing for the first time, and so I was there to judge it and see it, and a lot of people came out to vogue, and everybody did a great job, but I got two of the people that basically won to represent voguing for the next level, and so here you go. Here on The Luna Show, you're about to see Tamara Prodigy and Nunney Karma.
Work, God it, work! That's the boy. Okay. That's the boy. Watch him, watch him.
What do you mean? You didn't shave.
No, I paid it.
So, Tamara, so you just vogued and you're competing with Dynamic Rockers who have been around since 1979. What is that like for you?
It's amazing for me. I feel like a crossover artist, and this is my first competition based for voguing, because I've seen it online a couple of times, but it's really, really amazing for me. I just want to get, more exposure out of the ballroom scene, and this is it. It's fun because you have different categories competing against each other, and I just feel honored to be here, basically.
I like what you said, crossover artist.
Because I always view the ballroom scene as kind of like the entertainment industry, and a lot of people, if you are one genre in entertainment, you usually aren't able to cross over. And voguing is like a genre in itself, and voguing outside of the ballroom scene, like the Laomis, like the Ponies, and like the other people, like the Willy Ninjas, not all of us get to cross over, and I'm excited that I'm one of those people.
So what was it like knowing that people who normally don't see voguing, what was that like for you?
It was good. It was amazing. They were like, you did so good, you did so good. And I always thought that it was really, I want to use the word dope. I always thought it was really dope to have people notice your Vogue that don't know what Vogue is, because that really means that you're doing a good job. You know what I mean? Like, if it excites them, if it gets them up and going, and they're like trying to mimic you after it's over, like, that was fierce, it's always a good thing. I really, really enjoyed it. And I love the love.
That's cool. So what about you, Noonie?
Hey, what's up?
La Karma.
Nuni Karma.
So is the karma good today?
Yeah, the karma is real good. I went out there. I had a really, really good time. The energy is amazing in there. Like you could feel it seeping off of the walls. And especially for the Vogue category, it's a little smaller, but I think it's a little bit more intimate that way. It gives us a chance to really showcase what we do in the ballroom scene and outside the ballroom scene.
You've done a lot of things in the past that were that's sort of outside of the ballroom scene. Is that like one of your aims? Is to like take it to different levels and show people what we do?
Absolutely. I think even my last trip to Russia was it was a culture shock for me, honestly, because it was my first time in Russia, and it's the first time that I actually seen people who Vogue outside of the country. And, you know, voguing started here in the United States and in New York.
Well, in New York.
So, right. So to see people who are in a different country doing what we do, it was such a culture shock. It was amazing, but it was also beautiful. It was really good.
So what was that experience like, going all the way to Russia to teach people how to Vogue?
Man, it was crazy.
Like, how does one even do that?
Hard work. Let me tell you, I've been on my grind for a couple of years now, and it's not easy when you have a passion, a goal, aspirations to execute that in the real world, in society, especially with Vogue, because it's so abstract. So people are kind of like, what is that? You know, where did it come from? Those who don't know. So I think just traveling and teaching people the culture, forget about the dance, even the culture, where it comes from, why we do what we do, and the reasoning behind it is the most beautiful thing in it.
So what's interesting is that I know you've been in the scene for a minute, and I think you've learned under Willie Ninja, because you used to be a ninja. But what's interesting is that you're not one of the people that succeeds 100% in the real ballroom scene.
Right.
So as somebody who who vogues down but doesn't get the life, how do you get to the level where you're able to teach it and still get your life?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying.
Because I know some people are underdogs, some people do what everybody else does, but they never get to that level like a Prince or a Ronaldo or even a Tamara. Like, how do you feel about that? That you haven't 100% succeeded in ballroom, but turn it in the dance world.
It's weird, actually. You know, I go to the dance scene and I walk into the building and everyone knows who I am. They always give me life. They're always congratulating me or commenting on how good I do. And then when I go to a ball, no one knows me. But you know what? Everybody has their own path. I just see it as that. And I chose the dance scene as my path and my exhaustion to what I wanted to do. I love the ballroom scene. Again, my mentors and the people who taught me were from the ballroom scene. So I mean, I don't really take it as anything. It's my path, and you never know. Maybe I'll come out.
I actually remember the first time you came up to me. You used to have long hair, and
yeah, I used to have long hair.
And you were like, "Oh my God, you're an inspiration to me."
Yeah. I mean,
so it was.
I actually
cute.
know about you before I knew about the ballroom scene. So.
Oh really? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
totally.
And that's way before this show.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Everyone has their own way of doing what they do. You know, so if the ballroom scene is it, then go for it. You know, go as hard as you can and achieve the goals that you want. For me, I had set goals for the dance scene. There was something that I wanted to expose. There was something a mission that I had, and I just wanted to get a chance to do that. And I finally feel like that's happening. So it's awesome, and it's beautiful to have people from the ballroom scene like Tamara here, who are kind of like now doing their thing. I encourage her all the time, and I think she's doing a great job. Great job.
Well, she's a great performer. Like, you really turned it out today.
I just want to say that, you know, I was a dancer before the ballroom scene. Like, I studied at Harlem School of the Arts, and I went to a lot of kids that graduated to Ailey and everything like that. But I had stopped because of my transition, because I was scared, because of all these other things. And I remember watching Paris is Burning. I always bring it back to Paris is Burning. But I remember, like, you know, how the opening part is, like, not the opening part, but in the movie they say, well, you know, we want the kids to do certain things in the ballroom scene, and it's giving them the drive to do things on the outside, and, like, you know what I mean? And I feel like that is really what it did for me. Like, it really taught me, first of all, new crafts, and also it taught me how to live. Like, it taught me how to, like, be, like, and then really walk into a room and own it no matter what, because being in the ballroom scene, you deal with so much, like, shade and so many, like, I don't want to say real people, but people will say whatever's on their mind. And that's how it really is in the dance world. You have to have a thick skin, and it really built a thick skin for me. Because
Was-
somebody came up to me today, and he was like, "Oh my God, you fucked it up." And I was like, "I told him you was a boy."
You felt like you were in fame.
It was like, I told him you was a boy, but you fucked it up. And I just had to take
Who said
it.
that?
Doesn't matter. Like, it was just like, wow, like...
You're not a boy.
I'm not, but you know that's what people will say. Like
Yeah.
you know, especially
Especially if they don't know.
Yeah, especially if
Yeah.
you get famous and you know people don't know the correct terms.
Yeah.
And granted, I don't want to be called a femme queen, but people don't know the correct terms like
Mm-hmm.
transgender and all that other stuff. But it really does give you a thick skin and teach you how to like.
But what's interesting too is that here we are. Well, I'm gonna speak for the three of us, but here we are in what usually is a very straight dance competition, and here we are fagging out, pumping,
Yeah.
feeling it, and they're celebrating us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, from that, like just the thought of it. We are fagging out in front of straight boys that are b-boys who are break dancers from all over the world or across the country. What is that like? Like,
I mean,
I feel so.
international.
For me, I feel free.
Yeah.
I feel like I could be myself.
It's very liberating. It's very content too, because especially when I'm battling in the scene, usually they put me up against a lot of b-boys. They put me up against breakers and things like that. So I take some of their antics and I start like vibing with it, and then all of a sudden I'll start throwing my Vogue in there. It's really cool. It's a cool energy that they. It's just point blank. I mean, we're in Alvin Ailey. This is a legendary building.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention that, but we are in Alvin Ailey. As you can see, there's like pictures. I guess we're in a library, but I mean, the fact that we are here in a building like this, a black man who did wonderful things in his lifetime and who taught people what modern dance is and ballet and took it to different levels. Like, the fact that we're here is an amazing thing.
It is.
What is that for you? Like, you said you're a dancer. Like,
It's amazing, amazing, amazing.
this is actually my
like,
first time in this building. Is this your first time?
It is my first time in this building, but honestly, now we could say we did say Alvin Ailey. And it doesn't matter what kind of dance it is, but we did say Alvin Ailey.
Yeah.
And
You can actually say that.
Yeah.
exactly. And
When they call you for LSS, they should say, and she danced at Alvin Ailey.
it just, again, I feel like a crossover artist, like I'm opening doors, like no matter what. Like the people that come after you, they're gonna be like, do you know Tamara? Do you know Nunney? Because they came last year.
Yeah.
And they served.
Yeah.
Are you gonna and they're gonna think about us when they look at them. So to me, I really feel like I'm opening doors, but I really want to continue, on the path that
Yeah.
that Nunney has opened.
And I know
the door
that this
for me.
is Dynamic Rockers' 33rd year anniversary, because they've been around since the 70s, and this is actually iconic because these are like people that were breakdancing back in like what the Bronx used to look
On,
like.
the cardboard
On the
boxes,
cardboard, yeah, and they used to like
mean-
travel and compete. So this is their 33rd annual. So the fact that they included voguing this year, I think, is a fab thing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
33 damn years, but we're here.
Yeah, right.
And it's dope that they're doing it, period. Because a lot of other, dance groups and battling competitions, they don't incorporate that.
What do you guys think about whacking?
I love
Because
it.
voguing comes from whacking.
It's beautiful.
I think
Its original origin.
I like to whack too.
You know what it is? It's the musicality. You really get to emphasize the beats, and like sometimes with whacking, it's not about hitting the beats that you generally hear. It's about hitting those subliminal beats that you hear behind the general beat, and that's the most beautiful thing.
The
Real
third
good
beat.
Whack, ride the third beat. I love to vogue to that third beat. It's the beat that no one hears, but when you hit it, they're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Whacking is beautiful, and yeah, like you said, I mean, it's the foundation. It started voguing, so
Yeah.
much
I think
respect.
it's amazing.
That's hot. Well, congratulations to both of you. You're both here. I expected other ballroom people to come out, but they didn't. And so good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Hopefully you move on to win the 1,000.
1,000.
$1,000. That's rent, honey.
Put it toward my next surgery.
Well, what are you gonna do with 1,000?
It's gonna surprise you, and then you can interview me again.
No, don't do too much. What about you?
I don't have no surgeries, but
No still, no surge.
no surge.
Just
yeah,
live, I
just
guess.
live, yeah, enjoy
More
life.
necklaces.
Love is love. I'm gonna give myself another one of these in silver.
And another jacket and silver
Another
too.
jacket in silver. Yeah.
And I just wanted to ask you because I know you're connected to Willie, and Willie Ninja is my gay brother through Hector Extravaganza, who's my daddy.
Life.
What's one message that he taught you that you still use today?
Oh my God. Dang, why you gotta get all sentimental and stuff?
I'm sorry. No, it's because I always reflect that my mom, Avis Pendavis, and I'm always quoting things that she used to tell me, but the kids don't know that.
Yeah.
But I tell them things that she used to say to me, so I just often wonder, like, one of Willie Ninja's children, what did they learn from him that they still use today?
Let me tell you something. That man taught me
This
so
man is
much.
iconic. Like, this man is
He's-
everything.
He knew my mother, like my mother, the one who birthed me. He kept contact with her. So, I mean, he has a part of me, aside from voguing in the ballroom scene and even the dance scene, that no one will have. He always told me never to stop. If you have an aspiration, if you have a goal, if you have a mission, follow through with it. You know, put one foot in front of the other and keep marching. No matter how much people tell you you can't, you shouldn't, you won't, you're not good. Just do it. Live life and love,
yeah.
you know? And it's worked for me so far. Thank God. Thank you, Willie.
That is
good.
so Willie.
Yeah. It is.
Willie is awesome. All right. Well, let's keep Willie alive and let's continue to vogue down.
Yes.
All right.
Vogue
Ow.
2012, Alvin Ailey.
Alvin Ailey.
Alvin Ailey vogue.
He's up for Alvin Ailey.
Ow, 2 A's. All right. Thank you for this.
Thank you so much, Luna.
All right.
All right.
Can't get you off my mind, 'cause you're very sweet. Just want to serve you. I hope you can still be because I can serve you all around the world. Baby, I can serve you all around the world.
Look it, feel it, flow it, find it, view it, curl it, jump and look it, serve it, swirl it, bruise it, make it, press it, crack it, twitch it, made it, made it, treat it, put it, scan it, send it, fax, rename it, search it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it. Technologic, 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 technologic.
Watch 'em. Romantic. Walk for me, romantic. Walk for me, romantic. Walk for me, romantic. Walk for me, romantic.
It's the Luna Show.